You used to be the patient one, the one who never raised her voice, who always showed up, who figured it out. But lately you're crying in parking lots. You're forgetting things. You're snapping at people you love and then lying awake at night hating yourself for it. You don't even feel like yourself anymore. And you can't figure out when exactly that happened. In the next 5 minutes, here's exactly what you need to know about caregiver burnout and how to start finding your way back. I need you to hear this before anything else. What you are feeling right now, the exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, the guilt that never fully leaves, the quiet resentment you're too ashamed to say out loud. None of that makes you a bad daughter. It makes you someone who has been carrying an impossible weight for a very long time, with very little help, and almost no one asking how you're doing. Caregiver burnout doesn't happen because you stopped caring. It happens because you cared so deeply, for so long, that your mind and body finally hit their limit. You are not failing. You are depleted. And those are two very different things. The first sign that burnout has moved in is that your body is keeping score even when your mind won't admit it. You wake up tired after 8 hours. Your shoulders haven't unclenched in weeks. You get sick more than you used to. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk at work and suddenly your hands are shaking over nothing. That's not anxiety. That's a nervous system that hasn't had a moment of actual rest in months. Your body is not being dramatic. It is sending you a very serious message, and it deserves to be heard. Then comes the emotional short fuse, and this one is hard to admit. Your dad asks the same question for the 5th time today, and something in you snaps in a way that scares you. You feel immediate shame. But here's what nobody tells you about that anger. It is almost never really about the question. It is about the fact that you are running on empty and nobody seems to notice. Recognizing that your irritability is a symptom, not a character flaw, is one of the most important shifts you can make right now. And here's the sign that almost no one talks about, because it looks nothing like what burnout is supposed to look like. You stop feeling much of anything. Not heartbroken, not furious, just flat, numb. You're doing all the tasks, the appointments, the medications, the phone calls, but it feels hollow. That emotional distance is your mind's last line of defense when it has been stretched past what it can hold. It is not indifference. It is exhaustion wearing a mask. The 4th sign is that you have quietly disappeared from your own life. You canceled plans so many times that people stopped inviting you. Your friendships are fading. Your marriage feels like a logistics arrangement. You are so deep inside caregiving that you've lost the thread back to yourself. Reconnecting with even one person who genuinely sees you, not the caregiver but you, can begin to loosen that grip. The 5th sign is dread. You pull into your parents' driveway and your chest tightens. You love them, you know you do. But that dread is your clearest signal yet that you need relief. Not tomorrow, not eventually, now. Here is the uncomfortable truth most people won't say to you directly. If you burn out completely, your parent loses the one person who fights hardest for them. Pushing through without help is not devotion. It is a slow collapse that serves no one. Asking for respite care or therapy, or just one person to take one shift, that is not weakness. That is you protecting the most important resource in your parent's life. You. You started this video running on fumes and maybe a little scared to name what you've been feeling. I hope you're ending it with a word for it, and with the beginning of permission to take this seriously. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 signs surprised you most? And if you're wondering what to actually do next, watch this video right here. And if nobody has told you lately, You are doing an incredible job. Subscribe so you never have to face this journey alone.